All right, guys. So today's course is all about SEO. We're going to talk about different extensions that you can attach to your browsers. In particularly, I use Chrome. So we're going to find out what kind of tools we can use, what kind of tools we can put in our tool belt. So this over-the-shoulder training is going to emphasize SEO Quake. So what this does is SEO Quake is provides analysis tools directly that ties to your browser. It's going to allow you to quickly assess your home pages or any page that you're on. It's going to assess the SEO performance by displaying metrics like the keywords, your backlink profile, social shares. It's going to talk about your H1, H2, H3, and so forth, title tags. It's going to give you some really, really good um, information that you're going to be able to use. So what you're going to do is you're going to just go in and Google SEO Quake, and you can see it right here. Click on that, and then what you're going to do, I've already got it um, installed on my browser, but just go in and install it right there, and that's going to allow you to have this tool. It is free. It is worth every penny. So if you have any trouble installing it, just message me. It should be pretty clear cut on that. But I want to show you what this does. So I'm going to use my website right here as an example. And you can see this bar is going to show up. Now you can disable this bar if you want to for this domain or for whatever domain, but it doesn't hurt you. Like I said, it's free, so it doesn't cost you money. But the main tools that you want to check out are you can see how many pages are indexed by Google. You can see how many backlinks. Now, guys, backlinks is the mystery that we will dive into one day, but that's going to be jumping into the deep end of the ocean. So this shows I have 8 backlinks. I actually have over 800. So anyway, actually, yeah, there you go, subdomain backlinks. Anyway, we'll get into that a different day. On Bing, I have 303 pages indexed. There are some other cool things here. Man, don't worry about this. But here is what you want to click on. You want to click on your summary report. And your first page is going to show you just some very basic information. All right. It's going to kind of show you where you're ranking. But what you really want to utilize is your diagnosis. So click on that, and you're going to be able to see check marks along everything that they are saying you are good for. So a conical tag, we'll get into how to do that. That's a little bit of the deep end, but a lot of times your event rental software already does that for you. But here's where you're going to get into. So you can see it's going to tell you if you don't have a check mark here, it's going to tell you where you should be for optimal results. So you can see like this right here, bounce house rental, water slide rental, and party rentals. Now, where you change this is on the back end of your website in your meta description. Right here, you can see it's check marked. If yours isn't checked marked, a lot of times it's going to be because of lack of words or characters in here. So go into Chat GPT, and have them, tell them I need a meta description for my business. Tell them about your business, and then go on from there. Headings. This is very, very important. All right, check this out. So ideally, what you want is you want to go through here and you want one H1 title. Now, what you're going to notice is sometimes you might have two H1 titles and one is blank. You want to fix that. You want to go in and find wherever that title is that's blank, or if you have one that says something, you want to go in there and delete it. This needs to speak to Google and tell Google exactly what you do in one sentence. So you can see mine is water slide rentals, bounce house rentals, obstacle course rentals, and so much more in South Georgia. All right. Now, if you have a big city like Atlanta, I would dedicate this exactly to that big city. Dallas, Texas, Tampa, Florida. Dedicate that H1 title tag just to that. I'm in a very rural area. And so when somebody is on my website and they see South Georgia, they know that I'm most likely going to service them, and Google is going to speak to them also. Now you're going to go down from there. You can see my H2 tags. I have 6, H3, and it goes down there. Look at this as like steps. Your H1 title tag, and then your H2, your H3, your H4, your H5. Think about it like that, steps down from the most important down to the least important, okay? So you can see my H2 title tags. I'm going to hit more of my bigger cities into these. So looking for the best waterside rentals in Valdosta, Tifton, Leesburg, and South Georgia. Then below that, what you don't see on this report is you're going to see content. And then that content is going to be usually a couple paragraphs. It's going to speak to what that header tag was. Same thing right here. You can see I'm going to mix it up to bounce house rentals. And I just kind of mix up the cities. All right. So another thing, I'm going to hit that keyword inflatable rentals. And then birthday party ideas. That's another big one. Cheap bounce house rentals in South Georgia. Now, what you don't see right here is in that next content or that next paragraph of content, it's going to say something like, although we don't offer cheap bounce house rentals, we are going to be affordable when you equate insurance, delivery, professionalism. It's going to be worded something like that. So I want to go after that cheap bounce house rental keyword phrase, but you're going to kind of twist it up. So anyway, FAQs, that's a good thing to have in one of your H4 because Google looks at that. They love FAQ section. And then the rest of this just kind of goes down. So anyway, all right, so your images, if this is showing that you don't have any attributes on your, basically names on your images, you can fix that. It's going to take you some time, but just go re-upload your photos with images that are going to say like, bounce house rentals near me, bounce house rentals, Sylvester, Georgia, waterslide rentals, Tifton, Georgia, whatever your cities are. And you're going to have to change each one up, just modify it just a little bit. But those are really, really good. All right, so you see the text to HTML ratio. This is text content. So they're going to tell me that we suggest adding more text to your website. I have a really, really good amount of text on my website. But most people, you might find yourself that you're going to be 5% or less. You definitely need to add text. So frames, don't worry about that. Flash, don't worry about that. Schema. If you, now I have schema on my site, but this is showing that we have detected that this page utilizes schema, but we could not determine its type. It knows my type. I just have a lot of schema markup on my website. So it's confusing this audit software. So anyway, I'm good on that. Usually you're probably going to have an X right there. Most people don't have schema markup. If you want to learn how to do it, there's a course for it. Let's jump down to some more important stuff. Don't worry about the robots.txt. XML sitemap. Definitely going to want to do that. That involves Google Console. So definitely jump on there. Most people are going to have that as an X that they haven't done it. And Google Analytics, a little bit of brain power to do it, get it set up, but it's not hard. Definitely something you're going to want to track and all that good stuff. But guys, tons and tons of good information here. Check your errors, check your warnings, and just very, very invaluable. When I do website audits, I'm jumping on SEO Quake, jumping on somebody's website, and it can literally tell me very, very quickly. And the good thing is once you update this on your website and add information, you can go back and just refresh this and it's instant. It shows up instantly. So anyway, this is what I recommend to check your SEO rankings and to just overall a great, great tool. It's going to be in your tool belt to help you grow and understand this a little bit better. So anyway, make sure you hit us up if you get any questions. All right, we'll see you guys later.